First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Here's Hayward. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by James. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Jenkins. Back to Adebayo. Adebayo is doubled. And there's a 3-second violation. So a moment now to see the story for him. Jazz leading by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Stockton. He's guarded by Martin. Puts it up from 17. Kessler passes to Malone. The 3 is up. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
James can't get it to go.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Down low. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Utah?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Here's Stockton, still without a bucket. No good with a layup. Heat trail by 3. Pass to Jenkins. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Here's Stockton. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Here's Maravich, and too long on the shot. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 so far.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Utah's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Stockton, pass to Hayward. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Attacking right there. Hayward using the strength that he has built up over the years to finish through contact.
Jenkins. The rebound by Malone. Utah leading. And he lobs it up. It's tipped. James with a steal. Here's Jenkins. Here's Adebayo. The kid passes to Wade. Shoots over Hayward. Wade misses. The Jazz have got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Maravich. Yet to see a basket. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Wade. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Tipped away. Here's Stockton. Check by James. Stockton's shot is off.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
It's hauled in by Hayward. And Hayward has got the ball here for the Jazz. 3-point lead. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Hayward's shot is off. Heat trail by 5. Here's Wade. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Here's Jenkins, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Jackson, he's checked in for Utah. George comes in for Hayward. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. In third, the Heat.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Kessler's got 6 points.
Kessler always looking to score down low. A nice finish inside.
James can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Maravich. Pass to Stockton. 4 on the clock. They grab their own miss. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Walker Kessler so smart to just keep going for his bucket. This guy's so strong, that foul can't stop him completely.
Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, B.A., it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
And the Heat making a change here. Martin's checked in, and it's Utah with the ball. Miami making their last shot. Pass to Kessler. To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, blows the alley-oop jam. Here's Maravich. Check by James. Here's Stockton. Jackson, left side. The Jazz, again, can't hit.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Stockton, pass to Jackson. Pass to Maravich. Inside. Oh, deflected. He's got a clear path. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's George. It's good. And the Jazz lead by 6.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
2 minutes.
James outside. Martin outside. And there's a pick. Takes the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Jackson outside. Martin with the bucket. And now it's just a 2-point Jazz lead.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Jazz, they're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around. Minute 32 left now in the first quarter. Utah has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Williams on the wing. He's guarded by Martin. It's an even 3-on-3 break. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Utah shooting 45% from the field in this first. Here's Malone. And another miss by Utah. Miami trailing. Markkanen with it. Martin picks him up. George against James. George passes to Williams. Pass to Malone. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Markkanen for 3. Rebound Miami. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Martin takes it in. This one for 3. The shot by Haslam, no good. Right side, Williams. Rejected by James. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. With 1 on the clock. And they recover it. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Utah ahead, up by 2. And the second quarter. Man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Man, what stands out to you from Utah in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Powell, and it's Money in at the shooting guard position. The baseline J, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Martin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Williams into the lane. Markkanen, the pass to Jackson. Driving to the basket. Pass to Malone. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Malone's got 10 points in the game.
In the modern NBA, boy, you hunt down mismatches. That's a size disadvantage, and he takes advantage.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Here's Money. And he's on the money with his first shot today. Money's gotten his first basket of the night.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Williams against Martin. Williams misses. Heat leading by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane. Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Markkanen outside. Williams finds Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Williams misses.
If you're a defender, your job is to make life hard on an excellent shooter. Great defense there.
Martin with the bucket.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Jackson, and they get it. And another miss by Utah.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Williams' shot is good.
But how about that high-level ability to finish in transition? Vintage D. Will there.
The Heat have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Martin with a screen on Markkanen. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Hayward, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Jazz trail by 3. And here is Williams. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Malone. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
To the inside. It's deflected. Martin against Williams. George over to help. Martin, the pass to Money. No good with the triple. And Hayward has got the ball here for Utah. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, getting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Here's Martin. Some solid defense from Williams. Utah's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
Now that's his second foul, something they need to be mindful of moving forward. Do they change his matchup?
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Heat. Hayward, the pass to Maravich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the kid. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
And don't discount the defensive presence, guys. He racked up 3 blocks for the game.
Here's Malone. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Heat with the lead. Here's the kid. And they get it back. Second shot opportunity. And Galloway gets it to go.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA, Doris?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Got to give them credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm. Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Williams passes to Money. Shot from the wing, and it's Miami with another.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Pass to Maravich. Got a hand on it. Here's Money. Coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first. Jackson, he's checked in for Utah. And Miami with a change here too. Wade, he's checked in for Williams. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Takes a 3. Shot's good by Stockton. Stockton's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
Here's Wade. No points yet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Heat lead by 6.
This is an accomplished, polished interior scorer. Don't let the 2-guard position fool you. Dwayne Wade from the cup. Oh.
Pass to Jackson. Down low. There's the steal. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Good chance here for Hayward, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Hayward's gotten 4 this quarter.
It just seems to me on the release, you feel like Gordon Hayward's making that basket. What perfect shooting form.
On the wing, Galloway. Pass to the kid. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Hayward. Hayward's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Stockton. Wide open. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Miami's gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Wade, pass to Galloway. The rebound by the Jazz.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And it's good. 2 points.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
On the wing, Wade into the lane. Up and in on the layup.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Hayward outside. Pass to Stockton. Oh, he picked him clean. Wade, the pass to the kid. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. The kid's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for this offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Jenkins is checked in for Miami. Here's Wade. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
Pass to Maravich.
2 minutes remaining in the first
To the
half.
paint.
2 minutes.
Shoots. And Malone gets it to go. Malone's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Dwayne
I
Wade.
just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. And it's Utah with the ball. Trailing by 5. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Back to Hayward. Off the mark there with a 3.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Here's Jenkins. Rebounded by the Jazz. Malone's got 4 rebounds now. Hayward outside. Blocked. Here's Wade.
Well, this guy, a dangerous interior scorer at his position, right? Dwayne Wade's so good at making the defense foul him.
It's his first trip to the line. That one's off. He hits the second from the line. Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Malone.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Takes it inside. Shots good by Stockton.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Miami leading by 4. Here's Wade. 5 points in the game. And they recover it. Pass to Money. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. That's short off the rim. Jaquez against Hayward. Out to the right wing. Here's the 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half.
50.
Miami out in front, up by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined by Coach Eric Spoelstra. Spo, what encouraged you from what you saw in the first half?
Well, definitely the pace. You can feel it, you can see it. We were able to turn some of those stops into...
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this.
You can't win playing passive at the offensive end. I mean, how many times did we see him at the free throw line?
Practically. And a look now at some of the. And that's it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Heat leading by 4. We've got Walker Kessler, and it's Hayward in at small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half. Here's Wade. Count the basket. Wade's got 7.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
Here's Maravich. Inside. And it's blocked. Here's Wade. Pass to Adebayo. Ooh, poked away. Martin with the ball. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. Second, the Heat.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Here's Stockton. It's Hayward on the wing. Pass to Malone. Here's Stockton. Here's Maravich. The 3 ball. Shot's good by Stockton. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's the kid. Averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Maravich.
Blocking foul called on Martin. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Stockton. Give him 8. Who's watching here? Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Kessler's got 9 points.
Well, Walker Kessler owns that part of the floor, going through defenders for the finish.
Now Martin. 10 points for him. Looking to get it going. And he banks in the layup. And the Heat lead by 3.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Stockton. He's guarded by Martin. Pass to Maravich. Back to Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Wade. He has 7. There's the drive, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Into the lineup for the Heat. Number 11.
Miami on D. It's a three-point game. Hayward, the pass to Maravich. Blocked! And they'll get another chance. Back to Hayward. 4 on the clock. Here's Stockton. That one's good, and it's Hayward with the setup. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Martin, the pass to James. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Pass to Stockton. Here's Maravich. Now here's Kessler. 11 points in the game. Here's Stockton, and it's blocked by Martin. James, outside. There's the strength of the King. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Martin, right side. The 3 on target from range. And now a 6-point Miami lead.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Here's Stockton. He's guarded by Martin. Stockton's shot is off. The Heat have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Number 11, 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second one. And he makes all 3. Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Maravich. To the inside. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. With the drive.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And here are the Heat now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Here's the kid. Sinks the tray.
Number 7.
The kid's got 9 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Here's the pick. Pass to Maravich from downtown. And it's Martin with the rebound. Miami leading by 8. The 15-footer. No good on the shot. Here's Maravich. He's guarded by Martin. Out left to the wing. Hayward outside. Here's Malone. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, second team
The
foul.
officials were right on top of that one.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the 2nd. Here's Martin. He's got 12. Pass to the kid. Martin inside. Here's Galloway. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
No one covering. James has got his 2nd bucket of the game.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You'd love to see it.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. And here's Martin. Consistent production from him, averaging around 27.5 points a game. Utah grabs the miss.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Malone. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It's on LeBron James. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the line. First free throw is good. The Jazz making a switch here. George is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Miami leading by 3. Pass to Jenkins. James outside. The triple, LeBron James.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
It's stolen away. Fast break, here come the Heat. Looking to get back on track. And he goes in for the dunk.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
George outside. Pass to Malone. From behind the arc. George's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now, here is James. Tightly guarded.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
Here's Stockton. He's got 10. George outside. Pass to Malone. Will it go? He got a piece of it. On the wing, Wade. And a two-handed jam.
Well, the power of D. Wade. Once he's deep inside, he is ready to send it in with authority.
George outside. Down low. Here's Stockton. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Stockton's got 7 points here in the quarter. James with the ball. 9 points in the game. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Kessler.
What's striking about LeBron James is how his game has morphed to now it's all about guile and smarts and experience. He continues to dominate, just in a different way.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Jazz. Down by 12. George feels it out a bit. 13 feet out, and he hits the jumper.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Here's Wade. He's got 11. James outside. Ooh, that's easy work for LeBron inside.
I'll tell you, he comes out of the locker room, and all of a sudden, he's a different guy.
Williams passes to Jackson. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, Jackson Jr. does have this in his bag. The big man can punish you from range.
Adebayo, a screen on George. Wade, the pass to Adebayo. Got it! Bam!
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Jazz trail by 11. Markkanen outside. Here's Jackson. Jenkins with a rebound. Jenkins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot that time not on target.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williams up top. He's guarded by Martin. Floats one. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for 1.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Here's Wade. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The official...
The previous play is under review.
Before we go to the 4th.
And they're going to take another look at the replay to make sure. But to me, it looked like he got it off in time.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's Miami earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th quarter. They've got James, and it's Wade in at the 2 spot. Maravich with the bucket.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
I really like how he settled down after a careless first half, taking much better care of the basketball, too.
And it's Utah with the ball. Maravich, no good. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Count it. Good. And the Heat lead by 10.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let them get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And pushing it up. Here's Miami. They get it back. James, right side. Another shot. Utah grabs the miss. Maravich has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Markkanen. Now here's George. Out to Hayward for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
James outside. Adebayo, a screen on Hayward. James passes to Adebayo. It's hauled in by Hayward. Jazz trail by 7. Pass to George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Miami.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Martin against George. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
To the inside, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Martin up top. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy. Just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Hayward. Rebound Miami. James has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. George over to help. Here's Adebayo. Back to Martin. Fader on the way. And Maravich pulls it down. Maravich has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hayward. Adebayo with the rejection.
I love this defensive intensity from Bam, shutting them down at the rim with those long arms.
Kessler, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen.
Walker Kessler.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Snatched up. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's 3-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Martin. He's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the 3-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a 3-point shot now. But this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Now Martin. Pass to Wade. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. Clock at 4. They get it back. Tries again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
From role player to all-star. Adebayo has made the leap. Why? Effort plays like that.
Idris Bam Adebayo. 1 shot.
Jazz trail by 12. George outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge. but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Galloway's checked in for Adebayo. Heat leading by 12. Intercepted! Oh, it's stolen. Here's Galloway to the paint. Here's Jenkins. Good on the shot.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Jazz have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Pass to Hayward. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Wade.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Galloway can't get it to go. Utah's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. From deep, Hayward. Jenkins with a rebound. Jenkins has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Jazz trail by 17. Here's Stockton. Out to Hayward. Shot to stop the run. Jenkins with a rebound. Jenkins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Inside, deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Hayward.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Hayward. Yes, it's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Jenkins. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here. Really giving his team a lift.
Pass to Markkanen. Doris, over the last few years, the NBA has done an outstanding job with replay, expanding its uses.
Well, you say outstanding job. For some, they would tell you that the replays and the reviews are taking far too long. For me, I have no problem with the time it takes because ultimately, these are game-deciding, series-deciding, and often job-deciding outcomes. Let's get it right.
Pete Maravich.
Jazz trail by 21. Here's Stockton. To get back on track, driving in. To the inside. Back to Hayward. Looking to end this cold spell. Drained it for 2 points. Hayward's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Gordon Hayward's so good in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Jenkins. Pass to Money. Here's the kid. The three is up. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Here's Stockton. It's Hayward on the wing. Off target from 3-point range.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his 3-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Martin outside. Back to Galloway. Pass to Money. There's the triple. And again, Miami with a triple.
3 points.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Malone. Jenkins with a rebound. Kessler against Martin. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, It's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
Pass to Stockton. Utah moving the ball around.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Miami has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Martin outside. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Jenkins misses. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Kessler. Rebound by the Heat. Galloway's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Martin. Pass to Money. Here's Jenkins. Kessler with a rebound.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Shots good by Stockton.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
Here's Jenkins. Back to Martin. Stolen by Kessler. From deep, Hayward connects from downtown. Hayward's got 10 points in just the second half.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
There's a minute 26 left in the final quarter. Pass to Money. It's Martin on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Jenkins.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what would be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Money.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Pass to Malone. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Miami foul call. 5th personal foul. First team foul. Substitution
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Williams. So no